Hi everybody. So welcome back to my channel. I figured I'd do a little bit of different reselling content today. I have got a estate sale haul for you that I'm gonna just show you what I picked up. When I lived in Charlotte, North Carolina and was reselling out there, I wasn't big into the estate sale game. I felt like the companies were hard to find. I guess I just didn't know how to do it when I lived out there. So now that we live in Tennessee, we have more opportunities for estate sales, I feel like, and yard sales every day of the week, it seems. So things are a lot different here, and I'm learning to adjust. And I have found a little estate sale company that I really like. The first time I went to their sale, I really wasn't sure, like I was very overwhelmed. I went there, I looked at the pictures the day before, had some ideas of what I wanted to get. The line was so long to get into that place that I didn't, I grabbed one thing I actually went in for, which was a thermos to a metal lunchbox, of course. Um, but other than that, that first estate sale, I felt incredibly overwhelmed. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to pick up. I think the second time around, I planned a little better, kind of. So I got there a little earlier than we did the time before, and there was still a gigantic line ahead of us. So I knew that when I got there, I wasn't going to go to the Christmas room, although there were a few things in the Christmas room that I was interested in. I knew there was no way that I was going to get anything in there that I wanted because there were just too many people. I knew that's where they were going to be headed. So instead, I decided to go to where the glassware and the purses were. There was something I was interested in there, although I didn't know prices. So that's where I ended up going first. But I'm just going to jump in and share the haul. So today is Sunday, May 4th. So may the 4th be with you, I suppose. I'm not a Star Wars fan, so I've never seen any of those movies. But may the 4th be with you. The sale for this estate was, the first sale was from 10 to 2 on Friday. And I thought maybe it'd be quieter because it's the middle of the day, early in the day on a Friday. People would be at work, but that wasn't the case. Apparently some people took the day off of work to be at the sale. So lesson learned there. And then on Saturday, I went back from 10 to 2. They were doing 50% off. So I went back and actually got a lot more stuff. So on the first day, I ended up getting 21 items. So I've got my receipt. I ended up getting 21 items and spent $122 there. $22 of that is personal items that we are deciding to keep. But I am going to go through the first bin with you that I got there. So the two things I'm not going to show you is something that we already put away. It was just some native shampoo and conditioner and some other beauty product that we decided that we're just going to keep around the house, and we're not selling it. Probably wouldn't have been worth it. But let's jump in. I haven't removed any stickers. I haven't done anything. I brought them into the house on Friday and Saturday, and that's where they've been. We've had company over, so they are out doing their thing, my husband and his friend, and so I've got the house for myself and decided to film this video for you. So let's jump in. So the first thing I didn't comp anything here, so well, I did comp a few things, but most of it, 95% of the things that I'm showing you, I have no comps for. Maybe I'll pop it up on the screen. We'll see. But the first thing I got was this. I believe it is vintage. I did pay $5, but it's like a nesting egg. So we've got that one. And I'm pretty sure there are remakes of this kind of stuff, but this one actually does look vintage. The house that this estate sale was being run at was very mid-century. The crazy amounts, and maybe I'll pop up a screenshot or a video or something from the estate sale company showing all the beautiful mid-century modern furniture and everything. I know people were gonna rush in the house for that kind of stuff too. It's not my style. I don't really care for mid-century. I'm more of a farmhouse kind of primitive person. So I knew people were going to be flocking to that kind of stuff too. So I believe a lot of the stuff probably is truly mid-century, vintage, that kind of thing. That there are some reproductions, but then we've got this next egg, and then we've got this egg. I didn't even go in to the back, but there is. It's a little metal egg. It does say made in England. It is like a candy egg right there. So that was the first thing I bought. I did pay $5 for it. And the reason I decided to pay that much was just because it had so many pieces to it. So I have to do some research on that. And lately, with a lot of my thrifting hauls and everything, I've been picking up a lot of clothing and learning about style-based sourcing and everything. And while it's been fun learning all that, the reason I'm an everything seller is because I really like the variety it provides. So I've been dying to get some hard goods back in, some vintage stuff back into my store. So you'll see no clothing. I got some scarves and I got some purses, but I don't actually have any clothing in this haul at all. So this will be exciting to finally research and list and get into my store. So that's number one. The next thing was, so I did go to the Christmas room and I found just this little metal ornament Santa. He's got the movable legs and everything. I just thought he was adorable. I think I paid $1 for him. So he's got no markings that I can see, but he is metal. He's cute. So we'll see how well he does. Next, in the same holiday room, let me see, where's the other half? Well, maybe we'll jump into something else because I don't know where the other half to that is. But the next thing I did was just pick up this bundle of vintage stickers, some vintage cards. I really like ephemera and selling cards and stickers, and I know some stickers can do really well. Again, I didn't comp any of these things. This one's from 2000, so it's still vintage, but it's not like really old. But these say they're Hallmark cards made in the USA. I don't see, sorry for the glare on some of these. I'm trying to find a good place in my house to do the videos that has decent lighting. So my office has really harsh lighting in it that's in the house. So, and I didn't want to carry everything out to the shed that's got better lighting. And I figured since my husband isn't home right now, I feel like our living room probably has the best lighting right now. It's early morning. The French doors are behind me, so I've got some nice light in here. But so I got a bunch of stickers, some vintage gift bags, and there was no price on this bundle, so I think she gave it to me for $2. So that's fine. We'll take a look at some vintage stickers. Next thing is just a spice rack. It was $1. I didn't know if we could use it at home. Here, my husband says he doesn't want it for the cupboard, so I'm just going to put it in the shed and use it for some storage out there for some of my things, so that won't be listed. Next, we've got this little crochet purse. I did pay $5 for it. I just think it's really cute. It's not, I mean, you could tell that it's been used. You could tell that it's vintage. But it does have a little bit of wear and a few marks that I need to get off. But yeah, I paid $5 for it. I'm not sure if that's just a plastic handle or if that's any kind of Bakelite, Lucite. I don't know enough about that to know, but I'll do a little research into that. It's got a kiss lock clasp. There's some marks and wear on the inside. It's not perfect, but the little tag, there's no brand on it. It just says made in Hong Kong. So it is vintage, but it's really cute and sweet. Let's see. Next, This guy was so cute. This planter, it's got the lizard on it and some pumpkins. I don't know if it's missing something though. So I did pay up. I paid $10 for it. There's no markings on the bottom, but I figured I can definitely make more than $10. The only thing I question, and tell me if you know if this planter is missing something, but right at the top here, there's a hole. So I'm not sure if it's missing something right here, like if there's supposed to be a top of a tree or something else sitting there, but it is missing, or that's just the way it's designed. But I thought this guy was just too cute. So we're going to give that a try. It does have a few teeny tiny flea bite chips to it, but nothing terrible. But he's adorable. Next we have, here we go. Here's the other half to what I was going to show you. So I've got this in the holiday room as well. And I know nothing about these, but these are truly vintage Halloween. So I've got the Trick or Treat Ghost and the Witch. And on the bottom, they are Wizard brand. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know how to get to focus a little better. But they're Wizard brand. It says decorative air freshener, 1987. So yeah, I thought they were really neat. I'll probably just sell them. They're kind of a waxy material, but they're not a candle. But they're adorable. I like vintage Halloween stuff too. The next thing I got was, and there again, I don't know if I'm going to keep this. We're deciding, since we moved into the house, how we want to decorate the house. Right now it's just plain stuff that we brought over from our old house. We didn't really have a style. It's just kind of artwork up on the walls that we've picked up over the years. But I really like the country farmhouse style, and now that we have chickens, I've been looking at more chicken things, but not Hobby Lobby chickens. I want like the real old vintage. So I bought this egg plate with the two chickens kissing. It looked like it used to be red there because you've got some of the old remnants of paint here. I don't think it was painted separately. I think it's just paint loss. But the bottom says, kissing don't last, good cooking do. So I thought that was adorable. It does have, they're going to pay $5. The sticker on the back does say a price import, Japan. So I might keep this for myself. I might sell it. We shall see, but I think it's cute. The next thing that I found at this was they had a whole room devoted to candles. And so let me tell you a story. When I was in the candle room, there wasn't anything in particular that I was looking for. But I know about Glassy Baby. And when I was in there, I found a matchbook, and I didn't get the matches. But I found a matchbook that said Glassy Baby on it. And I was like, I wonder if there's a Glassy Baby here. But I didn't find one. I don't know if someone else found one. If they did, good for them. But I got my hopes up, and I looked around and could not find anything. But I went and looked at some other things. So I found this brand new candle. It was marked $2. And the reason I picked it up is because it's brand new, but the sticker on the bottom says it was $89 at Bigelow. For $2 on a brand new candle, I'm going to take a chance. It's hard to read, but it says Coast, Costes, and on the bottom it says bougie candle. So we looked this up, and it looks like it is still selling for about $80–90. So for a $2 chance, I'm going to take it. I will probably hold on to this in the house for a while, because if it is a candle, now is not the time to be shipping candles. So I'll probably wait till late, like fallish, when the weather starts to cool down, because I sold candles before and I shipped candles before, and they make me nervous because I don't want these melting. And I don't know, I hope this is just, you don't know with a stale candle either if it's melted and hardened again. So that will stay in the house, since my shed, I don't want it to get warm and be exposed to the elements out there. The next thing I bought, let me show you one of the things I did get that I was eyeballing, and I could not find comps for it. Yet I have more research to do, and I did pay up. And so this is a chance that I took, but this is a box purse, very metallic. From the pictures that I saw online, it did look like the handle was maybe like a Bakelite, but in person, it is a metal handle. It doesn't have any markings on it, but it's so clean and it's in such good condition. There's a little wear to the handle, but like the interior is pretty darn pristine. Um, there's just a little, yeah, wear to the metal, but the actual fabric is very clean. It's a beautiful purse. I did pay up and paid $20 for it. The purses that they had at the sale were actually priced really high. I'll show you a screenshot of some of the other purses I was interested in. There was one that was Harrods from England that had a little Scotty Terrier dog on it. I didn't get that one. Someone must have been in there before me and grabbed it. And there was a different Coach purse that was in there as well that someone must have grabbed first. So, but there was a third Coach purse and it was priced at $20. It was too high, but I think it might have been fake. And the reason I say that, and I'll see there again if I can find a screenshot from the estate sale company. And the reason I think it's fake is I didn't check the numbers or anything, but it was a like a tan, a light brown color. And the inside, it had a little Coach button on it, but on the inside it was plain too, and it's kind of dirty inside. But I have one similar to it, and the inside has a striped lining to it. So it made me question whether it was real, and for $20, I wasn't taking a chance. So when I went back yesterday to the sale on 50% off day, that purse was still in there. So, and the fact that no one else has picked it up, it's clearly a Coach. It's not, you can tell that it's either knockoff Coach or Coach. And the fact that no one else has even picked it up for $10 makes me wonder if it's real. So I did leave that behind. I wasn't going to take a chance even for $10. So we left that one behind, but that purse was one that I was going for. Some of the other things I picked up, let's see. I love, they're again little kitschy. This is truly vintage. So again, I paid $3 for it. It does have some stickers and old recipe cards in there too, which is kind of why I picked it up as well. So I just thought that was adorable. And I don't think I'll have a problem selling that. Let's see, next. This was also $3. It's just a pretty wooden box. It looks like it's missing the sticker on the bottom, but it is meant to hold your playing cards. So you've got the hearts and the diamonds and the cards there, but on the inside it's beautiful condition, but it looks like it'll hold 2 packs of playing cards. And I think I did a brief search after I bought it on, I think, Etsy, and it was selling for, I think someone had listed for like $35 to $40. I don't think it's sold, but I have to do more research. But for a $3 investment, absolutely. This is beautifully carved. Next, let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more things to show you from the first day. So this next thing I picked up was a bag for $5. I'm not sure how to sell it or if I'm going to do this. So these are little match holders. So I think I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got one more of these guys in there. So these are just little match holders. You can see the matches are still in here. I'm not sure how or if you can ship matches in the mail. I'm sure there's a way. But it says 35 matches made in Japan. They're just, even if I took the matches out and just sold these little guys as is, they are very adorable. In the same bag, there was also this matchbook holder. This one is not marked, but just has Christmas trees around it. And in the bag as well were a bunch of these made in USA. Happy holidays, it says on the back. I think it said, yeah, be safe, close cover before starting. Hallmark. I was gonna say, I think I saw the Hallmark logo right here. So I don't know. There's a bunch of these. I don't know if that's worth selling them or trying to sell them, but I really did pick up this package for these little guys. There's also a couple of these candles in here as well. Don't know if I'll do anything with those, but those were just an added bonus to those little Santa guys. Next, for $3, I bought a bag of soaps. These are like the travel size you'll get at a hotel. I watched a video probably a few years ago now, and the reason I picked them up is these Le Labo soaps right here. I've heard that these can do real well with like the shampoos and conditioners. But for $3, I figured I'd take a chance. Also in the bag was this Trump Hotel Collection facial bar. There are 2 of these. Let's see, it says Sea Island Ultra Pure Milk Soap, blended by Molton Brown London, made in England. We've got one of these facial and body bars. And then I've got the Broadmoor Moisturizing Body Bar. And I've got Gilchrist and Soames Cleansing Bar. So we shall see if I sell them all together or if I separate things out or what I'll do with it. This was just kind of, I guess, and to see, it's a learning experience. And then next, I paid $2 for these. I know nothing there again. Most of this I just went off by gut feeling. For $2, I figured Goodwill would probably have this priced higher than that. So I bought these little, they're like little hors d'oeuvre like forks. And they've got like people faces on it. I just thought they were kind of adorable. I know nothing about them. I don't know how to get a good image of these in the camera. And then it came with just 3 plain ones. On the back, they are marked Robin Wood. So just a little more. I figured I could sell them for more than $2. Even if I sold them for maybe 15 or 20, even $10 for $2 should be fine. And then the last thing I got on the first day was actually kind of surprising. So this, actually not the last thing, I have one more thing after this that I just noticed, but you definitely know there are different pricers at an estate sale. So when you first walked into this house, there was a bin of umbrellas. They're the big umbrellas. They're nice. They were all, most of them were Ralph Lauren, and they were vintage, and they were marked $10 a piece. But when I went into the back bedroom, I found 2 of them. Obviously someone else had marked, not knowing the other ones were up front, because I picked these up for $2 a piece instead of 10. So they've got, and they're both Ralph Lauren. So they've got the beautiful leather handles. And this one, you can see right there. I did open these up before I bought them. So you can see it's got the nice big logo on that. It's a tan color. The leather is in immaculate condition on the handle here. There's a little bit of wear to the top, but that's probably just from age and use. But this one was just a beautiful khaki tan color. And then the other one is also Ralph Lauren for $2. And this one is a nice plaid color as well. So this one doesn't have the big logo on it like the other one does that I've noticed. But this one right here on the handle, I don't know if I can get the glare off of it, but there is the Ralph Lauren logo right there. Again, it feels like a leather handle made to look like wood. So this was an absolutely fun find. I did just a quick glance online of umbrellas, but I'm not sure. I didn't do a deep dive into it, so I'll look a little closer. But I'm thinking maybe $40 an umbrella for these. So that was exciting. Let me show you though the last piece. I did pay up for it. I was surprised it was actually still there. It was in the Christmas room. And the only reason I know about this is because I watch the Homeschooling Picker and they find these all the time. But now that I'm sitting here looking at it, it's kind of freaking me out because I don't know how I'm going to ship this thing. It is so delicate. And it is beautiful. And this is an Erzberg, I believe is how you say it. It's German. It does have a little, it's adorable. I mean, look, it's got the little nativity scene on it. I think there is one portion on it that is broken, and I don't know if I did it. There it is. Right there. Let me get you at a good angle where you can see it. So right there, it's missing a piece. It looks like it fell down in there. It's so delicate, so I don't know how I am going to ship this thing. The wings up here do pop off. But I mean, I guess if I can ship a snow globe and have it arrive in one piece, I should be able to ship this as well. So we'll see, but it is so beautiful. There is a little marking on the bottom, but I'm not gonna tip it over right now. But this thing is beautiful. Like, other than that one little piece on there, there's like the figures here are in such beautiful condition. There's no breaks. This one's a little wobbly, but the other ones on their base are fine. But this is, I believe, truly mid-century. And I paid up. I paid $25. 25? Where's my price tag? I did take the price tag off this one. I did pay $25 for this. But I think it's beautiful. I think it's well worth more than $25. I'm just confused as to why it was still sitting on the table after the mad rush of people at this estate sale. I was like, how did that get left behind? There was some other things. There was some like Noel angels. There was a big Christmas tree. There was some beautiful glassware at this place too. There was some vintage. There's a lot of nice vintage Christmas. But I'm surprised maybe people don't know about that. But I know that the Homeschooling Picker has picked up these things, and I don't know if she sells it so well because she's just a big YouTuber and she's got a lot of watchers that buy from her. But that piece was just so beautiful that I think for $25 that I could get my money back and more for that. But this was day one. So this is day one of the sale. Like I said, I paid $122 for everything. And some of it was personal. 22 was personal, at least.